Now we're live and good to go. So we had picked up where we left off, and now it's nighttime. So now we're going to have to get this encoded signal, or go track it down. The coordinates are logged, and it's that away. So I am not going to use my ship because I don't have a lot of resources to fuel it up. So that says it's a half-hour away. We might need to fly. Let's just see what it's telling me for a timeline. Yeah, it's not getting much better here. So I think we're going to have to fly. All right. There goes that idea. Which means I'm going to quickly run out of the ability to take off. So let's just, let's roll with it. Now there's not enough fuel in the launch thruster. All right. Let's take a look. Oops. Launch thruster. Oh, apparently it already needs more. I thought I had more. Okay. Well, that ends that excursion. And now I need to find the right resources. So let me see if... I am fairly certain I'm in trouble now. Certainly put myself in a tight spot by using it before. So Starship launch fuel. I wonder if I can make Starship launch fuel. I need metal plating. Okay, so let's make one of those. Starship launch fuel. All right, now we're good to go. Let's take off. And hopefully not too high a speed. Head over. So yeah, once you get in your ship and you fly, those times drop from a half hour down to seconds. So let's kick in the boost. And 18, 17. And this is pretty common. It's like a 30-second trip when they set these events up. So it's not like it's going to be like a half hour. It's always, you know, a short distance away. All right. So once that's green, you can just click A to land, at least on the index controllers. It'll land where that green circle is. All right, so let's get out and check this out. This looks like a crashed freighter. All right. Closer. SV Emperor Miyaman Wami. Log damaged. Partial records available. The signal has led me to the wreck of a freighter. Colossal fragments. Were these messages nothing but the misfiring circuits of a long-forgotten ruin? I find the pilot's log. Awaiting input. Let's get the log. Spits out a strange sequence of numbers. Whoa. That was... Why did that bomb out like that? They're followed by a short message. Anomaly comes for the stars. Take flight. Schematic for a hyperdrive is attached. All right. So I get a hyperdrive blueprint. It's for a conventional starship, not a freighter of this size. Someone placed this here after the crash, hoping it would be found. So they're saying that it's probably for my ship, not for this giant freighter. All right. So there we go. We got a hyperdrive. So we need chromatic metal and a microprocessor. All right, so I guess I will be beginning this hyperdrive installation, so I'm going to have to purchase microprocessors and refine chromatic metal. All right. Is there anything I can... Nothing I can pick up here. No goodies on the ground. All right, so let's come over here. And let's go into the ship's inventory. Nope, not that, not craft. Come on. Hyperdrive. And I probably shouldn't have put it there. That was a big mistake. Okay, so now I need 5 of those and 125 of those. So unfortunately, when before you finish installing it, you can't relocate the technology. It was my mistake. I should have put it in these 4 slots, because now I've used up one of my inventory here. So that's unfortunate. That was an unfortunate mistake. It has to be installed somewhere on the Starship in one of these 2 sections, but since it's technology, you want to put it over here in one of these 4 slots, because you can't put stuff like this gamma root over here. It's not compatible. So I just made my first mistake, but we'll survive. All right, so now we're gonna have to acquire components. I need 95,000 units apparently. Okay. So sell items at a space station. Learn how to make money. So let's go in. Sell items for units, and this is the guide. This gives you all sorts of directions here. You can kind of click through and figure out, hey, how do I get help on something? It doesn't tell you like all the button presses necessarily, but it describes your, how you leverage certain capabilities in the game. So you sell for units. Units is what we have up here. This U, and I have 22,000 right now. You can find trade terminals and space stations, outposts, and shops. You can mine precious metals and then sell those. So if we take a look at what I have, I think I have some metal that I could potentially sell, and maybe that'll get me to 90,000. There's mission board that you can use to take jobs, which will pay you in units. So little short missions that vary, and then you can also find trade routes and do trading. So let's hop out of here. Let's go into my inventory. So I have a little bit of gold. And then what do I have over here? Copper. So I got some copper. So but I think the gold, I don't believe I need it too soon, and I know where to get more of it. So we can certainly leverage that. Again, I don't know how much I'm going to need to make 95,000, but we have to go to the space station. So let's take off from here. And head over to the space station. So let's get up into space. All right, now that we're in space, pulse engine on. Now we can let go and let it take us there directly. And again, you see that it's under 30 seconds. So when you're traveling between stuff in your ship, usually those destinations are 30 seconds away, at least as part of the story. If you decide to go from one planet to another, it could be, longer than that. But for the story pieces, they tend to try and keep everything pretty short, so you're not sitting there struggling to find or wasting a lot of time just flying around in ships. And these asteroids seem to be different than they used to have in the past. I'm not sure if these are normal asteroids. They do blow up, but they don't often give you resources. And I'm noticing I'm not getting any resources from these. There, we finally got some. So I think they might have changed up the scheme, which is economy change, because you used to be able to get tritium from every single asteroid. Like every single one would give you tritium. And now it seems like it's much more rare. And that is a big economy change as far as how much time it takes you to farm tritium to power your engines. And that's not necessarily a terrible thing, because it is fun to come out here and shoot these guys. But you don't want to be spending forever doing it. And I got to find where I'm heading here. But it is good when you get to one of these, especially early on in the game, if you spend some time blowing them up so that you get some tritium. But I noticed that I am a little bit out of alignment in my chair, which is making it a little tough. But let's press on, shall we? Go to the other side of the space station, and all you got to do is go into this blue light, and it'll somewhere close to the entrance. It'll just suck you right in into the space station. Usjars 17. All right, Usjar 17 terminus. All right, so let's see if I go to a trade terminal, if I can get enough units to complete this objective really quick. And if I can't, well, I'll be frustrated. So this is what a trade terminal looks like. You saw this before. Let's see what I could sell. So the first thing you want to do is look for anything that's green. When it's green, that means that's a really good profit, because demand is high for these items. So if you have these, you want to sell them while you're essentially getting a bonus for them. If it's red, I think they show up as red if they're really bad, but a negative value isn't great. Positive value is good. So that's the big picture. The negative values go to like negative 60 something, maybe negative 70%. So you can actually tank the economy by selling an item a lot. If you sell a whole ton of them, the demand for it drops all the way to the floor, and the next time you try and sell it, you get almost nothing for the item. So there isn't a little bit of an economy in here. I don't know how it works, but it'll take time for it to go back to normal. So I think each day or something, as you look at this, the number will slowly change. So each location or system that you go to will have its own economy based on some of the specs about the system. And so we're just looking for something that we can get up to 90,000. And I get the distinct feeling that we're not going to be able to get there. So I can get 41,000 from that copper, and doesn't seem like I can. Oh, I don't have the gold in hand. Let's go to here we go. 38,000 for that gold. So that sounds great. So to sell it, I'm just going to trigger this. All right, so we're up to 61,000. Silver, let's sell the silver, because I don't think I have any need for that. Platinum, we could sell the platinum. And that's about that. Again, now that's switching inventory. Let's go back to the suit. So copper. Well, I could sell rusted metal. So let's sell that. Give me something. We're up to 81. All right, we're almost there. And you can see these salvage data. Oops. Salvage data at the very bottom, worth a lot. You do not want to sell these, especially early on, because you're going to need all these construction blueprints. But we can get rid of... I don't want to get rid of all the copper, because I have no idea if I'm going to need some. So I'll keep a good bit of it. I just need to get over 90. So let's do something like this. That's good. All right, so now we have the units, and we need to buy microprocessors. So from right here, let's go back in. And in here, can we buy microprocessors? Yes, and we have to buy 5 of these. All right, so now we're up to 5. And you can see that the demand is even, so this is like the normal rate. All right, so there we go. We spent 95,000, and now we can go refine chromatic metal. Okay, gather copper. So that's why I figured I wouldn't need the copper. And I'm a space trucker. I earned 81,000 units. So we'll want to go back to our planet to get more copper to get back up to 250 so that we can have enough for the refining the chromatic metal plus some. So copper is definitely a handy resource early on in the game. All right, so there's my base. And let's go take a look at the quick menu. And so the pulse engine takes the tritium. Oops. And what we want to do is, while we're out here, just get more tritium so that we can not run out of pulse engine. Again, whenever you're nearby, or pretty much anytime you go out into space, you just want to spend some time farming the tritium. And you can see that some of those are called hyperclusters, which unlock tritium once you use them effectively. So that's silver. But it is so much flying around in this ship. If this is a little uneasy to watch, I apologize. I've definitely got my VR legs, so I can do this without much trouble now. But I do know that it can be a little intense on a video. So let's see if I can slow it down for folks. Oops. Over here at these guys. Get a little too far away. I do need a lot more though. And you can see I'm picking up silver. You also get gold. There's gold. This is definitely a great place to mine some metals and so forth. I think it's, you know, I've just kind of explained all the materials you can possibly get. Silver, gold, platinum is another one that obviously the most rare. And then there is the tritium. That is probably the most desired resource to get normally. There's a gold nugget. But yeah, we'll just keep on shooting these guys up. And again, I'm not holding down the gun because it'll overheat, and then you just don't have a gun. And if you're about to collide with a asteroid, that's not good for you. Not that it's probably going to kill you immediately, but if you bounce against it long enough, that won't be good. So but yeah, just doing circles through these guys. Is a good idea to get some resources. And, you know, in the resources, you can see that I'm getting 1, I got 8, I got 4. So those resources can go up to 10,000 for a stack that's in the inventory. So, yeah, getting 40 of them in the grand scope of things is very small and minuscule. So early on, that's why it's so important to be farming this stuff out in the asteroids. Free source, you don't know how much you'll need later on, so you just try and get as much as you can. Especially since you can also sell it early on. You know, you kind of have multiple purposes for these materials. Gold and silver might not seem immediately useful, but you will be able to convert them into other resources. I don't know if I could do that right now, but definitely As I learn more, I will be able to convert them into other materials. Okay, we'll just let that go. And where's my base? That's not my base, that's the space station. There's my base. Let's go right through this guy. Okay. And it will lock on to one of these icons automatically. If there's a lot of those icons around, though, it'll have troubles. And so let me stop here. Here you can kind of see the planet's been scanned, what kind of planet it is. Boiling planet. It's got ancient bones, selenium, copper, phosphorus, cobalt. So this is how you can find out what resources are on a specific planet. So I could come over here, and I don't know if I... Yeah, so these are all known. There's copper on this one. There is nothing on this. No one has gone there. And I'm going to try and scan it. So we just wait. Frost crystal, copper, dioxide, sodium. So in this case, let's go over here because this is not dangerous to my health. It's also close to the... I wasn't thinking about how I'm going to get the copper. It's right next to the space station. So let's just focus here. And I have to get 100-ish, a little less, 70-ish copper. And I see what looks like a settlement, maybe. Settlements are just a good place to check out because you usually get some resources for free there. There I am. All right. So a little sidestepping the main mission right now, but always a good idea to just take advantage of whatever you come across in these. I don't know what I got there. Did it show me? Okay, got that. Oh, inventory full. I'm not paying attention. Let's put some stuff. Well, you know what? I'm just gonna get rid of the marrow bulb because I don't really need it. Okay. Okay, I'm not trying to hit the light. I'm trying to get this. Okay, inventory full again because we got a new item. So let's discard that. Let's search this again. And we got an advanced ion battery, which is great. And now we'll go in this building. Or at least we'll get to the front door. Some sodium there. And what do we have inside here? Hey, there's a dude. He's just chilling. Buildings offer shelter from hazards, find materials and data, and I'll talk to this Echo analyst. Okay, so he is Korvax, and he is saying something that I don't know. I will give him some ferrite dust. Okay, well, that didn't help me or him. Alright, let's come over here. These cubes, encrypted navigation data. There's another navigation data. I've met 10 aliens. Awesome. So that's part of the objective system, as you can tell. Some oxygen. And here we go, the Korvax transmission tower. Oh, here's a pattern. Let's see if I can figure out the math here. So these are little puzzles, Um, all right, so it is the number multiplied by the position of the next number. So 120 times 6 has to be 720. All right, so we had our Corvette standing improved. Awesome. And we're going to head out and get back on schedule here. And I will do a little inventory manipulation here. All right, so I have one slot open. And this is why it's such a rookie mistake to have put that hyperdrive there, because I literally only have one slot. So we have gold here. I have copper here. I don't have anything that's redundant, do I? Oh, look at this. So here are these geodes. So if I do A and analyze all these will convert into their normal resource. And so that will free that slot up. And I think I had a gold nugget. Where did that gold nugget go? Okay, that's just over here. But gold nugget will also condense just down to gold. So as far as I'm concerned, that's good. And then the tritium hypercluster, which we have a bunch of, we'll do it for that. So we're up to 1,500 tritium. So let's just keep on doing this until these are all gone. So unfortunately, you can't just analyze the entire stack. You have to analyze one at a time. 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, so I'm up to 2,554. That's great. So now I have 2 slots free here. I have ferrite dust. I think I have ferrite dust over here. All right, so let's just merge the ferrite dust. So you could stack these. When it's the same item, you just drag it on top of it. And then do I have oxygen over here? No, no oxygen. But let's move some items that I don't need. That I know I don't need. We'll put this up here. And then we'll find one other item I don't need. Geknip, I don't think I'll need anytime soon. And that's going to be in the ship. So as long as I'm near the ship, I can get to these items. If you walk away from the ship, you can't reach these. You have to be pretty close to it. All right, so that gives me 3 slots. And let me just do a little organization here. Yeah, it's definitely going to take a while to make some progress here. So now we need to go find copper. So let's get out. Oops. Let's get out. And find copper gamma weed. Oh, great. He's right there. That's not good. Hey, there's uranium that I was talking about before. That's what I need. So copper is way, way away. Cobalt. Cobalt. Copper. Come on. Copper, 825. So let's go there. And so we don't want that guy to catch us. And while we're in the ship, we'll be able to see where that copper deposit is and quickly get over there. There's land. I don't see any trouble around. And it's always good to scan when you have those sentinels around. Uh-oh. Where's the sentinel? There he is. Go on, analyze. Okay, great. This guy is like looking right at me or something. Okay. Let's go to my gun. Terrain manipulator. And you can see how the copper stands out from the rest of the ground. So as long as you get the shiny stuff, you're all set. Now, if you do a scan, you'll see that it has these cubes that indicate where it is. And sometimes they're not necessarily accurate. So you might do that to, check and see if you missed a spot, but typically I don't find it super accurate. All right, so we're going to go back to my base because that's where I have a portable refiner. So I don't waste more resources building a second one. And yeah, and then we'll go from there. Okay, well, actually, I wonder if I should build another base here. Because this planet is a little useful. So let's get out in the open somewhere. Like here. Maybe I build a base here. I don't know if it'll let me. Base computer. Oh, you need 30 chromatic metal. Okay. So, since I don't want to waste resources, let's just go back to the base and do it at my base like I was originally going to do. Okay. Here we are back out in the asteroid belt. And there is a little bit of a secret, I think, to knowing which rocks will have tritium. And it's the ones that look a little bit more like popcorn that will give you the tritium. And then when it opens up, that one was platinum. But yeah, there's certain ones that look a little bit like popcorn. Those are either apparently platinum or the tritium. All right, so I think we got enough for now. Get back to my base, which apparently does have the copper that I could use. I said that before, but it doesn't have the uranium, which is pretty good to be able to have a source of uranium at some point in the game. So, okay, let's go. Keep charging ahead. Just land on one of those. Yeah, I probably will if I get out. Whew. Didn't get hit. Alright, great. Oops, wrong. Wrong mode. Alright. Okay, so there is my refiner. So we're going to refine copper to get chromatic metal. There's the copper. Fuel it up with some carbon. And I need 125. And you can see the ratio there is 2 to 1. So for every 2 copper, I get 1 chromatic metal. And one good thing is you don't have to sit there while this is going on. You could step out and see it making its progress. But if you want to stop on an exact number and don't want to go over, you want to make sure you don't mess it up. So they're counting up here, so I'm up to 100. I just need 25 more. Once that gets to 125, I will hit stop, as opposed to waiting for it to go through all of them. All right, so there we go. Now, I will probably have a... all right, so now let's go finalize the installation. Okay, complete the hyperdrive. So we can do that from right here. We just go to inventory, and it's right there. And we just got to click on the 2 items to install them. All right, now that that's been done, I can move this, as I should have done. I can place it in here. All right. So that is done. What is my next objective? Find antimatter recipe. Okay. Incoming call. Auto diagnostics report. Hyperdrive installed. No fuel. Without warp cells, I won't be going anywhere. I need to find a source of antimatter. We'll tune the scanner to antimatter. All right, so I got to perform a planetary scan from orbit. Okay. And so this is what they're talking about with the scan. Oh, so I can craft metal plating now, I guess. And I guess it doesn't matter where I do it. I just want to have free slots. And let's go ahead and make one launch fuel. All right. Fuel the launch thrusters. Okay. I got to reach the marked location. All right. So it looks like we're going here. Oops, and you can see it didn't quite lock on as I would desire. There it is. Now it locked on to the right place. Again, arrival time is under 30 seconds. You can see now my pulse engine fuel is going down. And so I can... Oops, not inventory. If I wanted to, I could come in here and give it more. That'll jump it up to 100%. Let's get down to the surface as quick as possible. All right, so let me do something tech really quick. Okay. And now let's go check this out. Do we have any sentinels around? I don't notice any, which is good for me because I hate them. Okay, so I can't open these guys because I don't have an Atlas pass. Uh-oh, they are here. Okay. In order to get resources from these containers, or from any container, what you have to do is look at it exactly, and then it'll be selected. So here we go again. Restore my shield. Oh, it's not working. Interesting. Interesting. Okay, what's back here? Research specimen. Pull to collect. All right. So now, okay, I've already seen that guy before. I'm going to use this. Haunted terminal. Covered with goop. It's clogged with slime. The alien substance reacts. It prints out a blueprint for antimatter. I will take the blueprint and read the log. You will find us when the time is right, saying the eye of the anomaly. There's all sorts of stuff about the anomaly. 16, 16, 16. All right, so there we go. Now I have antimatter. So all I need is chromatic metal and apparently condensed carbon, which I have. This is why it pays to pick up stuff on your way as you're moving. Okay, so we got that. And the next item, we are going to craft antimatter. Okay, so we need chromatic metal, which means I need to go back to my base, and I didn't pick it up, of course. Okay, so let's see. Portable refiner, metal plating. Come on. Okay. So what do I need again? In order to create antimatter, what do I need? Chromatic metal. And for that I need copper. How much do I need? I need 25. So let's put copper in. Fuel that. Although I wish I didn't waste all 33. Let this get to 25 and then we'll stop it. Okay, so now we have that. Save my copper out. Good. I do have a spot. Now back in inventory. There we go. We created the antimatter. Now assemble antimatter housing. Oops. Let's just go into the ship while I wait. Antimatter housing. Okay. Craft warp cell. Let's see where I can make a warp cell. Wow, in the last spot I have. Warp cell right there. All right, fuel the hyperdrive. Let me check all this out. So I only have the one slot there. All right. All right, that's been refueled. And so you could see that didn't give me a lot there. It gave me 20%. So it takes a little bit of time when you're getting started to be able to fuel up for a lot of hyperspace. All right, launch into space. Yeah, let's go. Let's go test out hyperspace. All right, so here we go. The galaxy map offers a wealth of information. Browse systems or routes. Okay, access the galaxy map from here. You can move along specific paths or choose your own, I presume. It needs warp fuel, as we've already just established. And sometimes you need hyperdrive upgrades. There's 3 different tiers. All right, so we're going to do the left trigger. Warp to another system. Access the galaxy map. This is the galaxy map icon, because it shows there. And there we are. This arrow that you see, which I don't want to do anything here. No filter. This line is pointing towards the center of the galaxy. So we are here, and to get to the center of the galaxy, we'd have to go through each of those systems, because that's as far as you can jump. You can't just jump directly all the way over there. You have a certain distance that you can reach. And you can see that there's different colors of stars here. If I hit A, here's the detail about the system that I'm in. And there's a region, the Ozonic Fringe. This is a Korvax system, metal processing. And you can see it has 3 stars, which is good. That means it's an advanced economy. And you can see that it says booming. So this is definitely a good place to be, which is, I'm glad that I have a base there, because I could always come back. But yeah, so it wants us to go somewhere else. And there's Free Explorer. There's no current mission option. So you can see this list here. Current mission is not choosable. And there is no real useful filter. So this life form will tell you, if there is life, if there isn't life. I think red means there's no life, or it's maybe a lot of conflict. I think white is what you normally want to hit. So this one is kind of bright, so we will go to that one. So what I'm going to do is deselect current system. And now we can point at anything. So here we are looking around, out of jump range. All these are out of jump range. Well, this one isn't. And this one is not out of jump range. But let's take a look around. This one that they're pointing us to is a Korvax system. We already came from a Korvax system. We don't know anything about the economy here or the conflict. It does say that water. Yep, so 28 light years away, Korvax. Vy'keen. Gek. Vy'keen. Yeah, so the blue might be Korvax. Yeah, blue is Korvax. Yellow is Gek. Red is Vy'keen. At least that's how I read it. All right, so let's just follow towards the center. Doesn't really matter. This is 91 light years. I wonder if, what were the 43, 40, 31. It is a little hard to move around in VR here. Oops, and I changed my. So let's go to this one. So we've now selected it, and now you can see right trigger warp. And now we're warping. And this is what warping looks like. And now we're in another system that's been discovered already. Fantastic. Okay, now there's a hyperdrive error, more fuel depleted. Searching for fuel source. Huh, 16. Accept guidance to fuel source, sure. Let's plot a route. I don't know where this route is taking me. But what I'm going to do before I go there is go to the space station. So when you visit space stations, they become usable. You can return to them in the future. And so once I'm in here, it'll mark it as a location I've been so that when I want to teleport to one of these places, I can. And I can go from here back to my base and things like that. But I also know for a fact, let's hope I can afford, which I don't know if I can, to get another inventory slot. What is the cost? 10,000 units. I don't have 10,000. All right. So let's go sell stuff and let's pick up any goodies we can find. No goodies. Over here. So you're really hoping to come across some goodies this early on in the game. Okay, so they're scared of my multi-tool, which is the tool. They want to get back to the research work. They can't look away from me. The more I try to calm them, the more they convulse with fear. So do I insist that I come in peace, or do I leave them alone? So let me leave them alone. Slowly, they come to understand my lack of malice. Appreciative of my diplomacy, they present me an upgrade module. All right. So that's good. I got a standing increased. If I challenged him with the other option, I might have had my standing decreased. I wouldn't have anything taken away from me, but they usually decrease your standing. And you obviously don't get the free item. So it's a little bit of a social test situation that they're putting you through there. All right, so the upgrade modules are already made, and you could just install them. So they upgrade certain components. So you can see like this has a big S on it. There's different classes. There's C, B, A, and then S. And you essentially add their upgrade modules for other components. And so you have guns, you have engines, you have shields. Each of these things can have, and there's other things, each of these things can be upgraded with these. And you can only have so many upgrades on them. So it says each core can only have 3 upgrade technologies. And some of them are rare. So, you could buy them, you can find them, you can get lucky by having someone give one to you like this. And so what I'm going to do is just see if I can find more stuff. Oh, now this guy wants to, I can't help you, bud. I don't have a terminal. Okay, so let's click past that. Let's go search all the plants here for anything. Getting some carbon. What does this guy have for me? This trade envoy. I am contracted to aid you in this and every cycle. Don't worry, everything was paid for a long time ago. It's all quite above board. Well, that's kind of strange. I don't know what he's talking about. As he speaks, a pheromone infests my brain, giving me memory of places that I've never visited, of actions I never took, of myself in a mirror, aged and alone, of this Gek cradling their fallen brethren, of a bargain made many years from now, a contract signed across the cosmos. The Overseer promises to expand my base, and they need a construction terminal. Well, I apparently can't get that, so we'll apparently have to talk later. All right, so I do want to try and see if I can sell anything to get to 10,000. So that's be real nice to be able to sell some of the salvage data, but I think I need to keep it so I can get construction blueprints. Gosh, there isn't a lot I have to sell, is there? Yeah, there's residual goop, sold. Selenium, sold. Things like the ferrite dust, you'll see that it's, well, I guess it is worth a bunch, but it's pretty easy to get this. All right, so now let's just do that. And now I have my 10,000, so I can go get my upgrade for my inventory, which is pretty important. As you can see, I'm maxing out my inventory. So let's get my exosuit upgrade. And you can get a choice. You want to put it in cargo. Cargo lets you store more stuff. So I don't have an example here yet. All these just have a number in the corner, and they count up to 9,999, so 10,000. There are other ones that only have like 5. You can only have 5 of them, and they have a little bar across the bottom that shows what, you know, if they're filling up to 5. If you put that into a cargo slot, then you can double it. So that's the value of the cargo, but it doesn't double these, unfortunately. So for now, all I need is the general. Some point in the future, getting the cargo would be great, but it's really not so important. So this is 10,000. Let's pay it. There we go. And is there anything else I can get over here? Yes, there is. And then let's go to the other side. This guy's an analyst. I don't see anyone of particular interest. Let's see if I can get something from this guy. He might not want to talk to me. Okay, alright, that's fine. Let's talk to the mission agent, see if he... Oh, he won't give me any missions. So I still have to follow the Starship Automatic Guide. Alright, at least I got one more free slot, so let's get out of here. And go find wherever this is, over here. Fuel source. This is a caustic planet with fungal mold, copper, ammonia, and sodium. So it's good that there's copper here, because I'll probably need that. And this is a little distance counter, so you can see counting down how many distance units away I am. Not the same units as monetary units. And so each planet is designed uniquely. All right. Just land right next to it. bad guys by... I want... Oh, come on. Survey device required. What's going on here? Yeah, let's go. Why is it saying survey device required? Okay. The important thing is that I am trying to get units for free here. The more units you get, the better off you are early on. And so you want to discover as many different materials and everything. I just know that animals are worth the most. So that's the focus. You see an animal that you haven't scanned yet, you want to scan that thing right away. Otherwise, you're just checking out the very unique flora. So this one will give carbon and fungal mold. Okay, we're rolling here. You can see this, it's only giving a few hundred for some of these, so it does take a lot of these to add up. You're not gonna get rich on one planet with these discoveries. All right, so let's turn that off. Let's come over here to these knowledge stones, and let's learn some words. I learned the Korvax word for entity. Learned the Korvax word for is. Oh, I got another. Learned 8 words. That is not a lot of words. The entity is, and you see they change color there. All right, so let's go to the ruins. Is it traveler? Is it friend? What is this thing saying? I guess I'll go with traveler. Feels strange responding to questions I am unsure that I am being asked. Someone has clearly noticed me. Something has awoken and something is watching me. It forms another question. Is it first? Is it last? Let's try last. Let's ask again. Have I seen the Crimson Eye? I don't know what that means, but let's go with it. It has seen the eye. Breach detected. Alert. Boundary falls. The universe awaits. Find us, traveler. Oh, I got a warp cell for that. All right. Find the mysterious messenger. Make your way into space. So, not before we go to this knowledge stone that's right over here. And oh, now I know 10 words. Alright, harvesting some of that stuff. See what else is out there. Let's go get some of these buried technologies. I think some of these are close. 215, 66. That's right here. Let's get this guy. Alright, so okay, I got another salvage data. I just need to get out, please. Thank you. Sometimes when you're in these holes, it's a little tricky to get out. All right, so I'm dying here. Let's get moving. I don't really want to die. See if that heals up, which is awesome. So this is a toxic environment. That's why there's fungal mold around. These are things that clue you into what type of environment you're in. And so when it's a toxic environment like that, you need to have toxic shielding. Other ones are radiation, heat. Kind of straightforward stuff. Okay. I don't know. Okay, there we go. Incoming transmission. Source unknown. You are not alone. I will identify myself. Comms override. I don't understand what you're saying. Why didn't leave you? Who am I speaking to? Okay. Coordinates received. Where are these coordinates? Where are they? I don't know where they are. Okay, that's weird. I don't know why I didn't have it selected. That does happen, little bugs like that sometimes, where you will fall off the trail of your... Okay, so my inventory is full. Let me let go. Try not to make it spin on everyone. All right, so inventory is full. I don't know what to do here, but let's put this guy back. And this should probably be... Oh, wait. Yeah, let's put this back over here. And so now when I shoot stuff, I will still get all the resources. Alright, there we go. Okay. So now let's see if that did not fill up my inventory. I do have silver, gold, platinum. Okay. All right, so let's go to these coordinates now. Oh, undiscovered planet. Let's just see what's going on there. I have multiple. Wait for the scanner to clear. Scan again. All right, so that's icebound. There's copper and frost crystal, and then this one. What you have to do is you have to keep your target over the planet during the entire scan period. All right, selenium, copper, and it's arid. So let's just get over to the stranger's coordinates. Huh. Pirate. I guess I'm going to refuse. Okay, some hostile... Doing this in VR can be a little tricky. You can't tell. Alright. That's one down. Alright. I got some materials there. I defeated the ships. So you can see that this thing in front, this is how you kind of see where you have to go. I don't know how common this system is, but you'd see that there's a plane with the rings on it, and when the dots drop down, that means you have to go down to get to them, and when they're above it, that means that that object is above it. So that planet, it's above the horizon, it's below the horizon. And so that's how you use that map. And you see that the pirate was on there. He had a little reddish icon, red-orange icon. So yeah, we'll finish the mission. That was cool. Got some free stuff. Kind of shocked that I had room for it in my inventory, but whatever. I was trying to slow down there. I don't know what happened. Come on. Yeah, sometimes the joystick just gets a little stuck. Alright, get away from him, quick. Nope, look down, open this guy. Oh yeah, see I can't even open that container, I have such little room. Alright, so can I search that? Alright. Oh, I just accidentally repaired it immediately. I don't know if I meant to do that, but... Okay. Return to the beacon. There are no signs of life. Extract records. Artemis. Artemis was the pilot. Whoever they were, they're long gone. And I get a mining beam upgrade. Advanced mining laser. Ooh, look at him. I gotta get him. Alright, so we can get some stuff there. So I will craft that in a minute. Once I scan this guy. Come on. He's big. 3,000. Alright. Great. Okay, search for clues about Artemis on this world and the next. I am slowly freezing here. Okay, so it says answers may be found in the stars. Okay, so I can potentially get this ship if I want it. I don't know if I want it. Let's compare. But I'd have to repair it. So it's not not really any better, so I don't think I'm going to bother. Like the same exact ship. Oh, I can claim it to add it to my collection. I don't know if I really care to. It doesn't do anything for me. And if I'm going to have to repair it, that could be a problem. Let's see. What just happened? As long as I still have my old ship. Alright, let's look at inventory on the starship. Yeah, so it's got this one, but it's critically damaged. We need a hermetic seal, metal plating, launch thrusters. So let's see if we can't fix some of this stuff. So I need pure ferrite. Okay, let's go in with the ferrite dust. Pure ferrite. Repair. Dihydrogen jelly. I don't know if I'm going to get dihydrogen jelly anytime soon. Let's see if I can make it. Dihydrogen jelly. Okay. Repair. Alright. Pulse engine. Hermetic seal. Metal platings. Let's make one metal plating. And now a hermetic seal. Hermetic seal. Alright, so now I have 2 ships. I probably do need to charge this up though. So let's go to launch thrusters. Oh, it's 100%. Pulse engine, 100%. Okay. This one has a deflector shield. I don't know if I have that, but okay. So, I at least now own it. And I can come back here and get in my ship. And now you'll see that my starship is this one. So let's get out. And just see if I have anything in the inventory to grab over there. Ferrite. Move it to my exosuit. And that's that. Okay, so I have a second ship that maybe I could sell. Well, hopefully that'll be soon. Back to my inventory. Let's pick this guy up. And yeah, we are good to scan stuff now. And we're just going to scan some materials here. So there's that little blip there, that little red blip that I think... Yeah, it's alive. Alright, got it. So yeah, sometimes those creatures are like flies or something and they flit around and you can't easily scan them, but I did manage to get that one, so. Alright, mineral. Okay, so I'm still doing okay on the cold. Unidentified plant. And the terrain on some of these plants looks a little crazy, right? Like, look at this thing. This Hammerhead Bluff. Well, looks like we're going to find ourselves something underground over here. Which is going to make me very happy. Alright. Terrain manipulator. Alright, another salvage data. And then let's take a look at what's in the inventory of this ship. So yeah, I do have shield. The other one does have a bunch of stuff, so it might ultimately be better. But I don't have enough room to put all this stuff in that one. So I own it. Hopefully I can claim it in the future. And I think the answer to that is yes, I'll be able to claim it in the future. I might even be able to sell it. But for right now, I'm just happy to have something. So let's go into the guide. Search archives for data. Yeah, we're not going to do that. Yeah, I don't know what they're saying to do here. Let's go up into the sky. Base computer online. Okay. Figure that's what they wanted me. Artemis entity. We received your signal. Is it first? Is it last? Who's Artemis? What? So this is Nada. Time for truth. You have their signal, but you are not Artemis entity? I'm going to tell the truth. I don't want to lie to this guy. Your signal is familiar. We have been in contact before, I think. So it'd be a good time to come aboard. Okay, Nada. Okay. Where am I coming aboard? Whoa. I guess I'm going into this thing. What is this, Death Star? Space anomaly. Let's go in the space anomaly. Whoa. Sorry, the graphics seem to be stuttering really bad now. Apparently, it is mobbed. Welcome to the online hub of No Man's Sky. So this is where any players can come and play. And you can check out different ships. And even some of the newest ones. Like this one. A living ship. What was that? Alright. Let's get going here. So this is the anomaly. These are other players. That's what the icons tell you. This is the Nexus where you can sign up for missions. But obviously, checking it out as a new player, it's always fun to come in here and talk to people. In VR, you can do voice chat, but you have to join them. And I'll just quickly, I won't actually join anyone because people tend not to appreciate that. But if you go into network, oh, I need to probably turn some of this stuff off. So let me turn all this stuff off. Friends only. Friends only. Friends only. Friends only. All right. So now that's friends only. I don't have any friends. This is my group, and you can see that you're always in a group by yourself. You can invite friends, and you can also view nearby player list. And here's a bunch of people that are nearby. So these are the people that are in this area. It might be ordered by their proximity to myself. So you can join their group by pressing RB. Once you're in their group, you can freely voice chat, which is enabled by default, or you can text chat with folks. So I will change text chat to anyone. Multiplayer is enabled. That's why I can see them. And then you want to definitely control anything about bases and who can damage who and that sort of stuff. So just important to understand that. Yeah, and once that's set, you can just leave the menu. So let me go find Nada, which is that purple thing over there. And the graphics are definitely a little glitchy. I think I'm stressing the system. Yeah, definitely getting. So let's talk to Nada. People get gifts here all the time. This is Nada. This is the person that I was talking to. Welcome to our anomaly. I can't read what he's saying, but I can ask about Artemis. A traveler entry. Perhaps they are known to me. I do not know their number. Nada does not care to think about iterations as numbers. I don't know what he means. Our anomaly is lost to the Sentinels, but none should be lost to the anomaly. The Korvax watches me. There's patience. Let me ask about Nada. Nada awoke with the death of Korvax Prime. Could not understand why we are alone. Now I am divergent. The convergents do not... Okay, guy. Get out of my sight. Thank you. Nada is not alone anymore. Nada is with Polo Friend. Now many other friends visit. Alright. And now I will ask about Polo. Polo Friend found Nada. Found my signal. Nada is safe. Now Nada finds other signals, makes others safe. Perhaps this called to Artemis as well? Beyond what is outside, our anomaly wanders free, free like Nada, to observe, to search. The Sentinels, they do not care for this place. I feel their eyes hunting us. Alright, so I will leave. Speak with Polo. Perhaps they can tell me more about missing Artemis. I perceive things more clearly. Alright. Sorry about that. That person standing in the way makes it a little hard sometimes. And I can't necessarily always control the distance. So this is Polo. Polo's a pretty nice guy. Discovery is exciting, which is the key focus of this game. It's all about discovery. Maybe I'll make friends here and we can help each other. Got it. Whoops. Okay. See what this says. Speak to other travelers to earn nanites. Okay. am I going here? I'm going over there. We're going to follow the script. And I do apologize if the graphics are looking a little shoddy right now. So this is Helios. He's got a cool head, right? Looks like a tree. I will give him data on my planets. And I just got a bunch of nanites for that, 90 nanites. So the Space Anomaly is a hub for travelers. So you can meet other travelers, you can take on missions, or nanites, or upgrade your equipment. All right. Visit a technology researcher such as Celine. So now this is taking us on the tour of the anomaly. Celine? Okay. Thank you, guy. I can't even see what the thing is. Research exosuit upgrades. All right. So hazmat. We don't care about that. Oh gosh, this is really annoying. So this one I have. Jetpack I have. Neurostimulator, rocket boost. So that one could be real useful. And I have 292. Airburst engine, allowing limited jetpack recharging. So I think it's been a long time since I had to think about this. I don't need anything right now. Browse a huge array of base parts. But while I'm here, I'm gonna get myself a free upgrade. Oh, 20,000 units. It's not free. It's not free. They changed it, that's right. So I got to come up with 2,000 more units. Where am I going here? Construction. Okay, let's not worry about that. All right, so we need a bunch of this stuff. So that's unlocked. We don't have the save beacon yet, but let's get it because it's the first thing that we need to get. All right, so that was smart. We don't need the nutrient processor. We don't need that. We don't need a landing pad. We have that. We don't need the medium refiner anytime soon. The trade station will be good at some point, but not a big deal. What else? So those are all the... Yeah, so getting to the large refiner eventually is good. But there's no reason to get any of this stuff right now. We don't need this. We don't need that. We don't need decals. Lights, wiring. All right, so here we go. Now we're back to the solar panel or the battery. So we already have the biofuel reactor. So the next thing we want to get, we can actually get both of them, is the solar panel and a battery. And this guy is enormous. Enormous. Big fella. Or lady. So let's get the battery. So now we know how to build that. And I think we want at the same time to get the solar panel. This doesn't give it to us, but now we'll know how to build it. And I can get all those materials. So this is a great time to get this. All right. So that's very useful. Now we can power stuff at our base with a battery and a solar panel. Solar panel is great because you don't have to put fuel in. It charges during the day. And then you put that energy into the battery, and as long as the stuff that you have powered does not use up all the energy, you are good. All right, so that is that. We are good. I need to get out of here. There's tons of people. Speak to Nada about Artemis. What do I do? I can't read it. Proceed as I will. Ask for help with exploration. Okay. I don't know what that did. Transmit milestone data. Okay, I got 350 nanites. Awesome. Look at this guy. Ooh, what? All right. And we have Shaq apparently playing this game. All right, so there's nothing I can do with him. So what else is next? Return to space. So before I go to space, let's jump down here. Whoa. Let's go back into our options really quick. Okay, so you can see people are getting gifts from others. That has not happened to me, which is fine. Because they'll usually give you a little too much, and it kind of spoils the rest of the game. So it might be a little bit of a truce with enough people having complained about it. Alright, so we're done here. But this is great that this place is packed. This supports like 16 players at once, I think. I don't know what if the max number is supposed to be 32, but you can see that it is hopping here. So you don't always come in here and see this. Sometimes you'll come in, you'll be the only person. This is like a specific server that you've been assigned to, so they support like 16 people on a server. All right, let's head out. And once we get out of here, the performance will improve. Hopefully. Back to the way it was. All right. So, it's really quick. Yeah, I think we've been going for a little while. Oh, have a call. Unknown signal. I don't know who this guy is. Is anyone there? Something's wrong with identify myself. You found me. There's so little light. I never thought I heard another soul. How did you find my voice? I found a crashed ship. Oh, this is Artemis. I tell the stranger about the abandoned starship wreck and how I found their communicator ID. There are 16 of them. They look just like. Let's ask where they are. Turn to me imploring. You don't know who you are, do you? Huh. It lied to me. It lied to all of. This must be Artemis, and they're clearly in need of help. Alright, my base is another system. Teleport instantly back using the space station teleporter. So I mentioned this before, that you can teleport from a space station for free or construct another one. But we're going to go over to the space station. So you can call the space anomaly at any point in the future by just clicking on this icon, and that will call it over. At least that's how it will become. Might not be like that right this second, but that's fine. Let's go back to the space station, and let's see. Yep, so there it is. So you can just call it anytime you want. I think I need to go to the other side. Nope, this side. So I know I did try to, I wanted to buy that upgrade, but honestly, it's not a huge deal right this second. So you see restore point save, so it's saving the game as I'm going here. I have 18,000, and I could probably sell stuff over here. And so now that I can get to the anomaly just by calling it, what I'm going to do is come over here, see if I can't sell some stuff. And that's not a guarantee. So crystal fragments. Well, the Geknep, let me sell that. That's great. Okay. So nothing else I really want to sell. The sweet root, let's sell that. Yeah, might as well sell the gamma root. Stuff we don't need. All right, so now I have 53,000. So now I can afford to get that expansion, the one here, as well as the one in the anomaly. So in every system that you're in, okay, so I already got this one. You can get that. So that's one expansion. And the other expansion is in the anomaly. So now we're going to go back to the anomaly. And I'm just going to call it from outer space really quick once we get out. Yeah. Even though it's right there, you might as well just call it in front of you. And then just warp straight into it. Or fly. Come on. So this is the great thing about the anomaly, is that you can access it anytime, anywhere. Yeah. And I have to say, it is not super common to come in and see the location maxed out. That's not very common. But what I'm going to do now, we're going to go in. See all sorts of people with strange heads now. Now let's ask about him. Or let's ask all up. So I guess can't ask any more questions. Okay, so let's get another slot for 20,000. Bam. So those are the two exosuit upgrades that you can get whenever you're in any new system. So they clearly have a cost, as you saw. They're not free, but early on they are pretty important to be able to store more and more stuff. So you definitely want to be getting them as soon as you can. And now we'll head out. Whoo-wee. All right, so we take a look at my inventory now. Yeah, let's analyze this. And let's go over to, we don't have any VCM navigation data. We don't have any more of that. The starship. Analyze. Storm crystal. So that's valuable. I don't know why I didn't know that. That could be really useful to sell. Probably not much value right now. So let's sell that. So I'd have a bunch more. Oh, and where is the space station? Heck is it? There it is. Just go there. We'll go to the space station because it's going to be a lot more performant than going to the anomaly. If I wanted it to be all stuttery, I could go over to the anomaly where it's super busy. And it's only performing bad, I think, because there's so many people there. It would be fine if there was no one in there. But just because it's so busy, performing a little bad. Oh, wrong side. I have to go over here to sell. And I probably... Where is that? Storm crystal, look at that. 129,000. Bam, thank you. Thank you, ma'am. All right. I'm going to keep the Viking effigy for right now. That might be usable later. Yeah, so I have a lot of silver. So I don't think I have too much need for silver. So let's sell a bunch of silver. 200,000. All right, so you see how quickly you can amass some wealth. All right. We're doing pretty good now. Not doing great, but we're doing pretty good. We're on our way. And so there's one other thing I want to do, which is, yep, so there I am. I got to level 4 on merchants. All right. So I want to consider selling my starship to see how much it's worth. But I don't know which one I should sell. This one or the other one. Because they're both the same. Neither of them are very good. Oh, and I can't call it, can I? Can't land here. Okay. That's how you would normally summon, but I just realized that I can't summon it when I'm here. I'd have to... Okay, so I have to have that ship. But let's just see how much my current ship is worth. I won't actually sell it. That's important. So 385,000. So if I were to scrap it, I get 385,000 units plus some bonus items. I can also upgrade my starship, but it is not worth the upgrade. Eventually, I'll be offered better ships. I'll have more money, but for right now, this is all I need to do is just check it out. So that's a good bit of money. And you can talk to these other guys that come and land in here. But we're going to hang it up here. We're going to end it in the space station. I'm going to get in and get out. And so now we have a restore point saved. That's exactly where we'll pick it up. Obviously, we kind of did a lot today, all over the place, moving around. You'd start to see how all these missions start to build up, right? And you have to click on them to keep track of which one you want to do. So that's just something you want to be aware of, that you can get thrown off the mission that you want to do. Sometimes it'll automatically change or it'll just lose focus. And so that's when you want to come back in. Make sure you click on it. But yeah, that's all. We're going to end it there. That's all. Thank you very much. Have fun.